New year and same high hopes from City Hall. Mayor Lenny Curry says Jacksonville can solve the pension problem, and he hopes that what he put in front of police and fire unions turns into a win-win.
We've come a long way in a year and a half. We've come further than ever before, and we're close. We're really close.
Plus, making Jacksonville a medical destination and turning learning about saving lives into a calling card for the community.
They said this is going to be the next place where there's going to be a tremendous amount of growth, where education, research, and patient care are going to converge to create something that is unprecedented.
2 doctors and teachers new to our area, an introduction on This Week in Jacksonville. Thanks for joining us this morning. That first topic, Jacksonville Mayor Lenny Curry ran on a campaign promise of solving the pension crisis in the River City. Well, he says this week that he put his best proposal on the table for public safety personnel, offering raises and a new retirement plan. I spoke with Mayor Curry in his office following his meetings with the Firefighters Union and the Fraternal Order of Police.
When I started the pension reform process over a year ago, I told I would have pension reform that respected and valued policemen, firemen, public safety, and taxpayers. And the latest offer that I put on the table this week has done just that.
How does it do that?
Policemen and firemen have had pay cuts, no pay raises in years. Folks know that when you get up and go to work today, you have to be valued for the work that you do, specifically high-risk work. All work, though. So I've put raises on the table that demonstrate their value and the fact that they haven't had them in years. I've also put an offer on the table that will put new employees, so folks that are not policemen or firemen right now, we will put them into new retirement plans that are sustainable, that attract people, but that also value taxpayers and ensure that we can pay our bills in the future.
Yeah. Haven't really been able to pay the pension bill in the last many years because of a variety of factors. How will this change it going forward?
Well, I passed, the voters voted yes to take a half-penny sales tax and extend it and use it to fund the current pension plans. And in order to get access to that half-penny, we have to put new employees in new plans. So that does that. Plans that are sustainable, defined contribution plans, plans that many taxpayers, types of plans that many taxpayers are in. Now, certainly the contributions that we will make to these retirement plans recognize the value and the risk of what those future policemen and firemen will face because of the jobs that they're in.
This is so critical, as you've talked about, because if we don't have a good retirement plan or a pension plan, we don't attract the kind of talent. We don't have the people stay and be firefighters or public servants here in Jacksonville, right?
Right. When you go a decade, which is what it's been, around a decade, with no pay raises, with pay cuts, with your pension benefits being stripped and revoked, which has happened here, with your retirement plan not funded, meaning there's no money in it to ensure that the benefits that you've earned will get paid, that destroys morale. And frankly, it hurts our public safety efforts in our city, keeping our city safe. So my plan is comprehensive. We ensure that these members of police and fire are properly compensated. We ensure that the benefits that they've earned and are owed and that were promised to them are paid to them. But we also create new plans for new policemen and firemen that we can afford, that will retain them and attract them, so we do not end up in this situation again. This is the only comprehensive pension reform plan that this city is seen to face and solve the issues before us, and we're close.
Mayor, it seems Jacksonville's unique because of consolidation, because it's so large. Why not allow the Florida Employees Retirement System to do this? I mean, they're kind of the experts anyway. Why not go outside and let somebody else handle that?
Well, Jacksonville has a almost $3 billion unfunded liability, pension liability right now. That means we don't have money set aside to pay for those pensions. The Florida retirement system has an unfunded pension liability. It would be irresponsible for me to move new employees into another system that's also not funded. I promised taxpayers when they voted yes on the half-penny extension that I would offer a comprehensive solution that to ensure this is solved once and for all. And the Florida retirement system is not that answer.
The mayor's proposal to police and fire unions includes a 20% salary increase over 3 years. Mr. Curry also says that it will fully restore benefits cut in June of 2015. The Fraternal Order of Police and Corrections weighed in with us, and they seem to be taking the cautious approach to the negotiations.
They want to put a 30-day deadline on it. We're not tied to a 30-day deadline. I mean, they could take their offer back if they want to, but we're trying to reach a resolution. We're trying to be reasonable here and come to a conclusion that's good for our members and good for the city of Jacksonville.
Another feature of the plan is a 3% cost of living adjustment and more than 8% guaranteed rate of return on the drop account. I spoke with Mayor Curry not long after City Council had the first reading of a bill to expand the Human Rights Ordinance. Here's what he said when I asked him if he has taken a position on that controversial issue.
Just last year, I, with my executive power and authority, issued protections for city employees. And I've said on other issues and all issues that City Council's job is to legislate. And any bill, including this bill, that they choose to legislate and move throughout their process and vote on, if it ends up on my desk, I'll evaluate it at that point in time.
Don't have to make a commitment there without knowing all the factors.
I'm going to let them do their legislative work. And in the meantime, I'm going to work to wrap up solving our pension crisis and see pension reform through and making sure that we're investing in public safety in a way that makes this city safe again.
The second reading of the bill about the expansion of HRO comes in about a week, January 24th. Council President Lori Boyer says every person who wants to address the issue will get that chance during the state-mandated public hearing, even if it goes into the following day. She said that means they'll go no later than midnight on the 24th, but maybe first thing in the morning on that Wednesday, too. A vote for council could happen on Valentine's Day, February 14th. All right, well, we shift from public safety and city government to the medical industry in Northeast Florida. The new dean of UF's College of Medicine joins us next on This Week in Jacksonville.
Wow, that's a Chevy?
The most awarded lineup in the industry has people at a loss for words. Well, almost.
Wow, are you kidding me?
Wow. This is it.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Experience the wow factor. Take home an award-winning Chevy today.
Get $2,500 total cash allowance on this Chevy Cruze. Plus, find your tag to get an additional $1,000 on select Chevy vehicles. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Saturday, January 21st, discover Florida's best new large acreage land bargain at the Yodam Ranch Phase 2 Grand Opening Land Sale. Save $10,000 off your 10 to 60-acre Florida ranch property. On sale now from only $59,900. You won't find true Florida ranch land of this caliber and size, so convenient to Jacksonville for less. 10 to 60 acres from just $59,900. Plus, save $2,500 in closing cost with a priority appointment. Call now, 866-352-2249.
Now, how's that thing supposed to convince anyone to buy a car?
It's just full of hot air and doesn't say much.
Like the labels you see on a lot of chicken packaging.
The ones that say raised without antibiotics, it's just a trick to get you to pay more money.
Fact is, by federal law, all chickens must be clear of antibiotics before they leave the farm.
It's a marketing gimmick, like Mr. Floppy Arms here. Though I must say, he is somewhat hypnotic.
Don't fall for the hype, Dale. Dale?
Fresh, delicious chicken from Sanderson Farms.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid, the SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See Lexus of Jacksonville and Lexus of Orange Park.
Get back to being yourself. Back to smiling and laughing again. Back to eating foods you love. Back to living confidently. With same-day dentures backed by our satisfaction guarantee. And for new patients, a free consult and x-ray. For affordable dentures, extractions, and implants, call 1-800-DENTURE or go to affordabledentures.com. You deserve a healthy, beautiful, and confident smile.
Welcome back, Grandma. Wow.
I did a lot of shopping in Italy, and I met a nice man.
Ciao. Gino.
Gino.
Da Italia.
He's Italian.
Very cool.
Buick now has an SUV for that. The new Buick Envision. One of 3 luxury SUVs from the new Buick.
Just wait until you try his lasagna.
But Grandma, you don't like lasagna.
Current lessees, switch to Buick and get this low-mileage lease on this brand-new 2017 Envision for around $299 per month.
You're watching This Week in Jacksonville with Kent Justice.
And thanks for joining us this morning. Medical education in a new year, getting us together to introduce someone to you right now, Dr. Leon Haley. We appreciate your time.
Thanks
Dr. Haley, new to the community, just started as of January 1, I understand, as Dean of the University of Florida College of Medicine, Jacksonville. And you're from a pretty prestigious institution as well, Emory. Tell me about making that choice to come here to Northeast Florida, and welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me this morning. So I actually just finished 20 years at Emory University and Grady Memorial Hospital, the last 3 of which I was the Executive Associate Dean for Emory, responsible for the clinical practice of faculty, residents, and staff on the Grady campus. Grady Memorial Hospital is a level 1 trauma center in the city of Atlanta that's known for trauma care and stroke care and cardiac care. I was offered the opportunity to come look at the University of Florida, Jacksonville School of Medicine, and you know, was really drawn to lots of different things. The opportunity to participate in great clinical care, train the next generation of medical students and nurses, as well as do research and really be involved in the community. So that's really what drew me down.
Dr. Haley, it's really interesting because I think the industry lends itself to that. There are some folks who just research or just their medical practice, but it seems like an awful lot is I'm doing the work and I'm training someone. I've got an apprenticeship even with folks here. What is it that's going to be your role and goal here in Jacksonville?
Well, I've got 2 roles, actually really 3. So one is to work specifically with the College of Medicine. So on that campus, we have over 400 faculty, we've got 365 residents, and so our job day to day is really involved in clinical care, working very closely with the hospital. I'm working very closely with Russ Armistead, who's the CEO, to really deliver high quality patient care. And then number 2, to really help oversee the educational programs. Again, lots of trainees, regular basis. We also get medical students from University of Florida, as well as other colleges around the nation. And so we're going to be involved in that. And then again, the engagement of research. My job is to really help, to be honest, provide the environment, work very closely with Russ and the rest of the hospital leadership team to provide the great environment, but really in the end to make sure that we can take care of do a great job of taking patient care.
Yeah, let me ask a little bit about that. A little out of order with where I was planning to go, but you mentioned Grady, trauma care hospital. Certainly we see that with UF Health Jacksonville, that's the hospital where the most seriously injured or wounded are taken for care. Is that something that can be a draw to those students? Is it something that can even help them be better prepared for what they want to do in a career in medicine?
Absolutely. And not only is it a draw to the students, it's really a draw to the community. So one of the things we used to talk about at Grady was, one of our slogans was, Atlanta can't live without Grady, in part because of many things. One, the clinical care we provided, great in trauma, but we leverage that to say we're also going to be great in cardiac disease and stroke disease, and we want to be able to just do the same thing at UF Jacksonville. But it also, you're right, it's a great place for the students to come to say, you know what, I'm going to get a great education in trauma and critical care and emergency care, but also learn how to be compassionate, take care of a population on a regular basis. And so that's really the great combination that we have at UF Jacksonville.
Yeah, one of the things we're going to talk about in our next segment is about Mayo Clinic, and obviously they're teaching people and touching people's lives as well. Tell me a little bit more about how UF Health is expanding. We've gone north here into that north side community.
Yeah, so we've had the great opportunity to expand our footprint north of the city. So up near the airport, we're already in a medical office tower, 5-story. We've got a freestanding emergency department that's on pace to see about 50,000 people a year.
Wow.
And our new hospital tower should open in May. And so that'll allow us to have 92 beds to really now take all the expertise we have at UF Jacksonville on the main campus and bring that northward. And then also provide sort of a level of care for the citizens in that region that we hopefully will outpace everybody else.
Yeah, I told you I was going to try and embarrass you. I'm not trying to embarrass you, but I saw that one of your colleagues, your new colleagues, described you as an astute, caring, compassionate, and gracious leader. So how does that translate to leading the college and teaching students?
Yeah, well, I think what it translates into, I want to be a great facilitator, making sure that I can work with all of our students and faculty, work with the hospital leadership, the nursing staff, pharmacy, really everybody we engage with. It means that I'm collaborative, that I really want to partner with folks to take care of everybody. It also means I'm focused on the patients, focused on really our employees, our staff, to make sure that they're engaged and so that we can be engaged with patients. So hopefully whoever described me, I think did a great description, and hopefully I can bring that to UF Jacksonville.
Yeah, last thing, we know that UF Health Jacksonville has at times talked about finances because of so much care given for free to the indigent population, the folks who can't afford care. Is that something that concerns you as you take this post?
Well, it doesn't concern me, but it is a reality that we're going to have to deal with both as an institution, but hopefully our partnership with the city and the state will also be engaged in that. Affordable Care Act allowed 20 million people to be insured that weren't previously, but there's still a segment of people who weren't insured even with that. We don't know what's going to happen in a couple of weeks. We may have more people who are uninsured. So it is going to be a challenge, but all of us, really, this is a community decision to say, you know, the partnership with UF Jacksonville, the city, the state are going to have to partner to figure out how we're going to take care of all of our citizens.
Dr. Hale, what a pleasure to get to meet you. Welcome to Northeast Florida. It's a great place to live.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
All right, moving on. We're excited to introduce you to another doctor, educator, and innovator. Mayo Clinic stole him away from Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, and Dr. Q plans on making his mark here in Jacksonville.
When you've been injured in an accident, it's very important to call Harold & Harold early in the process. We will sit down and talk with you for free. Ultimately, our goal is to get you the justice that you deserve.
Harold & Harold. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
This is the Silverado Special Edition.
This is one gorgeous truck.
Oh, did I say there was only one Special Edition? Because actually there's 5.
Nice.
Strength and style.
Get an average total value of $6,150 on Chevy Silverado All-Star Editions. Plus, find your tag to get an additional $1,000 on select Chevy vehicles. See your Southern Chevy dealers.
Make tomorrow awesome with Xfinity TV from Comcast. Right now, you can get Xfinity TV for just $19.99 a month for 12 months with Xfinity On Demand included. Call 1-800-566-8080 today. Xfinity On Demand delivers thousands of hit shows, top movies, and more at no additional cost. So you can stream the latest episodes of TV's hottest shows anytime, anywhere, on even more screens. Get started with Xfinity TV for just $19.99 a month for 12 months with Xfinity On Demand included. Plus, ask how you can add HBO, Showtime, or Stars and enjoy award-winning TV shows and movies at home and on the go. It's all backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee. So it's risk-free. Enjoy top shows and movies at a great low price. Call 1-800-566-8080. That's 1-800-566-8080. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
You were so right about that sale at America's Best.
Designer frames?
2 pairs from Project Runway and Sofia Vergara. It's a great deal. 2 pairs and a free eye exam starting at $69.95.
You just pick them up?
Well, I did stop for coffee first.
Bet you stopped for coffee after, too, didn't you?
So cute!
Wow. You realize owls have sensitive hearing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So cute!
The designer sales event, it's not just a better deal, it's America's best. Hurry, designer sale ends Saturday.
I count slowly, slowly, slowly getting faster. Once I start counting, it's very hot.
Baby, I'm 90% sure the cart's moving.
It is so exciting. I could count forever. Count until I drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I love counting.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
The Melrose Place actress. Begging a judge to set her free. And the man who's crying out for justice.
It wasn't an accident, it was a crime.
Next, Inside Edition.
Monday at 7:30 on Channel 4.
Mayo Clinic Jacksonville has resources and a reputation and apparently no fear. I met and spoke this week with Dr. Alfredo Quinones, the chair of the Department of Neurologic Surgery. He is an immigrant from Mexico. He's an American citizen. He's an energetic and brilliant man who says coming to Jacksonville will allow him to fulfill his destiny, curing brain cancer.
And I always told myself, I'll spend the rest of my life working at Hopkins, except if I'm ever asked to go and work at the Mayo Clinic. And the opportunity came. You know, Dr. Farrugia, Dr. Meyer, some of the great leaders, Dr. Noseworthy, some of the great leaders of the Mayo Clinic approached me about the possibility of coming to lead what they considered to be the next destination medical center in the world. In the world. You know, it just happened that it was in Florida, which is much warmer.
Yes.
And it happened to be in Jacksonville, which I was enchanted by the beauty of this city. But they said, this is going to be the next place where there's going to be a tremendous amount of growth, where education, research, and patient care are going to converge to create something that is unprecedented. And I got to tell you, I was hooked. As soon as they gave me that pitch, I said, I got to go to that place and I got to check it out.
What is your passion in medicine? What do you want to accomplish here?
It is so simple. I mean, my passion has been since I can remember. I love people. I love working with people. I love being part of people. I love learning from them. I love helping them. And in my case, when I discovered that I had the ability to perform brain surgery, and when I discovered that I also had the ability to do brain science, particularly in brain cancer, I realized that I was destined to find a cure for brain cancer. And I was destined to be able to do some of the most complex brain surgery that one can possibly imagine, because through my love of working with people, I have been able to put some of the most amazing teams that care for patients with the most complex diseases. And when you look at the history of Mayo, Mayo is all about team effort and teamwork. I am presented with the best anesthesiology team in the world, the best neurology team in the world, the best nurses, the best doctors, and all of this just, you know, immediately attracted me to this passion that I have. And I said, I have a passion to do something amazing, and I am at an amazing place, so why not take advantage of it?
You said something very bold in that you are destined to find a cure for brain cancer. That's a bold statement. Why do you believe that, and how does that happen?
I believe that it all starts in the way you believe in yourself. And the reason why I said I was destined is because, not because I am alone, to be honest with you, is because I am being backed up by an amazing organization, which is the Mayo Clinic, because part of my team are some of the most amazing and bright minds in the history of medicine and science. So when I said I am destined, I mean I am destined to be part of this amazing team that cares for people and finds a cure for brain cancer. The moment that you stop believing in yourself, you are destined to be defeated. And the only way that we're going to find cures for these amazingly complex diseases is by first believing that we can do it, by never giving up. Because I got to tell you, our patients, they are suffering. They are struggling every day. One of the things that we don't talk too much about this in medicine or science is the energy that you get from the patient and the energy that you give back to the patient. Every morning, before I go into the operating room, and I go and see the patient in the morning, around 6:45, 7 in the morning, as we're getting ready to enter the operating theater, I go and I see the patient. I usually hold their hands. And I simply tell them, today is going to be a good day. Together, we're going to find a way to defeat this disease. And I do believe that that is part of my role. I'm not only a surgeon and a scientist, I'm also a coach. I'm someone who is at their corner in this emotionally difficult time that they're having, the most difficult time in their life, when they know they have some sort of brain tumor, they're about to go and put their life in the hands of someone else. So that energy that I give them immediately bounces back. And I say, I know this is going to be a challenging day, but I want you to forget everything else that you thought about it, put it on a bookshelf, and just have faith that together we're going to go in and we're going to take care of you. We're going to get you in and out safe, and we're going to find a cure for your disease. And I say, just like when you get into an airplane, you have faith that your pilot is going to take off and it's going to land you in the other side. I said, today, I'm going to be your pilot. Let me be your pilot. Just get into this airplane. Don't worry about anything, and let's go in together and find a cure. And you'll be surprised, that energy that the patients gave you back just fills you with hope. So when I go in and I start lathering my hands and go into the operating room, this theater, and I am surrounded by my team, I feel that this is the greatest moment and the greatest privilege that my patients give me. And my responsibility now is to take that energy that they just gave me a few minutes back outside in the waiting room in the preoperative area to now do my best for them.
You probably saw it. Dr. Q has an infectious passion. He also has an incredible backstory chronicled in his book, Becoming Dr. Q, My Journey from Migrant Farm Worker to Brain Surgeon. Disney and Brad Pitt's production company, they are making a movie based on the book and Dr. Q's life.
What a great pleasure. A couple of nights ago, the person who is producing the movie, his name is Jeremy Kleiner. He works with Brad Pitt. The production is between Plan B and Disney, and we signed a deal now some time ago. But Jeremy Kleiner just got another Golden Globe for a movie called Moonlight just a couple of nights ago. And I mean, obviously, they've been working on the script. This was the first movie done between Plan B, which is done 12 Years a Slave, you know, The Big Short, Selma, and now Moonlight. They're all Academy Award, you know, winners or nominees. And he had been chasing me since 2007. And it all started with a very simple interview that I did with Debbie Elliott in NPR. And she asked me a question, and I paused. And that question ended up being in the All Things Considered on a Sunday morning. And Brad Pitt was just starting with his company, Plan B, and Jeremy was working. Jeremy heard this interview. Jeremy was a Harvard graduate and says, I recognize that name. He went to look me up, and then since then, he was trying to, you know, do something with me. He recognized that the story is not about Alfredo Quiñones. The story is not about a brain surgeon. The story is that story of the American dream, that the American dream still lives in our minds, it still lives in our hearts. Today, the American dream is still alive.
Dr. Q told me that he has no idea who will play him in the film, says that his son asked him that question, and so Dr. Q suggested Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His son said, sorry to break it to you, Dad, they'll probably cast Danny DeVito. We plan to stay in touch with Dr. Q as he makes his mark here in Northeast Florida. And This Week in Jacksonville airs each Sunday morning at this time. Next week, a live broadcast to give you the latest from the inauguration of the 45th President of the United States. I'll be in Washington, D.C. next week and bringing you reports from there. Bruce Hamilton will be here anchoring the show and making sure it all comes together. I'm Kent Justice. Thanks for watching on air on Channel 4 and online at newsforjax.com.
News 4 Jax, we're always covering the news, even when we're not on TV. Stay informed, on the go, and online at news4jax.com.